Corinthians 12:7 comes to mind. To one person, the Spirit gives the ability to give wise advice. To another, the Spirit gives a message of special knowledge. The same Spirit gives great faith to another, and to someone else, to one Spirit gives the gift of healing, and so on. This was in my mind as I went on to the Trump campaign and was hired to perform the duties of advance work, which is sitting in rallies. I was really very interested in becoming involved. I did that same exact function for President Reagan in his campaign in 1984. And there are differences there, but when I was around his people, in the campaign structure, around him, it just became apparent to me, and maybe I think I have the gift of discernment. Very quickly, I was able to understand some of his gifts and talents, which are at a very, very refined, high level. So when we start looking at his selections, we're looking at a person who, among Trump's many traits, I believe, are his incredible ability to understand and discern talent and to match that with the appropriate task. And I just wanted to say that from the outset. That struck me and it motivated me and impacted me. I was on the campaign and said, gee, I wonder if there's something else I could be doing with my talent. So I went back and wrote a book in 35 days. And so I remember that. He's an amazing guy. He really is incredible.
Now, my attitude is, and just for the sake of full disclosure, my audience knows I was a Ted Cruz guy in the primaries. But when Donald Trump got the nomination, I became a Trump guy. I was like, okay, we need to get behind Donald Trump. And my attitude has been so far so good. What I'm seeing from Donald Trump, I like so far. I understand that he's a deal maker at the core. This is woven into his DNA. So I understand that he's going to be reaching across the aisle. He's going to be making some deals with centrist, maybe, and established Republicans, as he's already done. We've seen in some of his positions. But he's also going to be making some deals with Democrats. There are going to be some marbles and against the Democrats where I wish he didn't give them as many marbles as he does. So I expect things like this to happen. That's part of his deal-making DNA. And I can kind of roll with that as long as he governs with the ultimate goal of a more conservative agenda going forward instead of a liberal agenda. And so far, every indication I've seen shows me that that's what we're going to get from him.
Well, I'd like to share it with your listeners. The American public is a conservative public. The majority of the Americans are conservative. They're clearly right of center. When you're communicating with them, when you're governing to them, and addressing their concerns and issues, it will be a conservative presidency. If you're filtering it through the media, or you're pandering to polls, you're playing identity politics, and this person's better because of this or that or this or that. Trump is a problem solver. I've seen this. It's unbelievable. I was so encouraged. For 10 years, I sold to the federal government products and services that could save the government money. I was looking for solutions like that, or save lives, or enhance the quality of life. I was involved in the non-tripwire IED solutions during the Bush years. And at his rally in Louisiana, President Trump took 10 minutes to talk about the procurement problem. It saves us $5.5 trillion a year just by making people public servants. It is standard procedure in the federal government to engineer procurements to your retirement job. That's standard procedure. So part of the selection process, people are double and triple dipping, and people are making $500,000 a year. They move from being a public servant to working for a contractor. It's unbelievable. So that's about a $25 trillion savings to the taxpayer. I believe that it can get to that point. I'm very encouraged. The evangelicals have laid hands on Mr. Trump, and I do believe he took that seriously. I really do, and I pray he did, and I hope he did. And some of the people that he is appointing, I have great faith in them, his ability to solve problems and the solutions, the problems that need to be solved. Again, if he's communicating with the population, and not through the media, and that was really a problem with the past presidents that we've had, is they filtered, the media filtered through the special interests, and he reestablished that relationship directly to the people. So they're conservative. So if he stays on with them, I'm very encouraged.
Hang on just a second, Bill. We're picking up for a couple of minutes. More with Bill Reagan. The book again, folks. Ronald W. Reagan to Donald J. Trump, American Ingenuity. You're listening to the Bob Duco Show.